What's up, YouTube? We back again with another reaction. Today we doing another 1090 Jake video. This time it's about Diddy facing life in prison after freakiest federal takedown in hip hop. After the freakiest federal takedown in hip hop. I might edit that out, I might not. I don't know. And y'all know how we get down over here. So let's get into it. Oh, my bad.
Sealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution.
Combs is dangerous and poses an ongoing threat to the safety of the community.
When Combs didn't get his way, he was violent.
Mr. Combs is a fighter. He's going to fight this to the end. He's innocent. We knew this was coming. His spirits are good. He's confident. He's not guilty.
So I'm gonna tell you, somebody with money like that, they know something like this coming. They just send money to certain people because they know they gonna freeze their assets, their accounts and stuff. So he done already sent that money around the way he needed for people could be able to put money on his books. I don't know what's going on in my speech, man. Y'all got forgive me on that one.
He's innocent of these charges.
Damn, Diddy. Back at it again with the free shit. On Monday, September 16th, 2024, the feds made their move.
Hold on, man. Where the fuck is the clap at, Jake? I don't know if you gonna do it. Let me. Y'all go like and subscribe at 1090 Jake. Where the fuck is the clap at, Jake?
And Sean Diddy Combs in federal custody inside the lobby of a Manhattan hotel. His arrest would come 10 months after multiple allegations of freak nasty abuse. Cassie would be the first to file a lawsuit accusing Diddy of...
Like I just said earlier, right? If we think outside the box, she been down with Diddy for a long time. Of course, they had the little video with him abusing her, but she been down with him for a long time. Let's say her whole role in this was to get an extra $100 million sent to her. That way when he do go down, he could still be able to access some type of money, pull some strings, get some plays.
Of savage beatings, rape, drugs, the list goes on. Well, the very next day after the lawsuit went viral, Diddy, Diddy's lawyer, and Cassie settled the lawsuit with the terms to be kept confidential. The speed of how fast the lawsuit ended pretty much answered everyone's question as to did he do it.
Yeah, see, it was too fast. I don't think that was just a lawsuit being paid. Like I said, I think that was like a let's make these people think this. I'm gonna throw this in the cut. If such and such happen, then of course you'll be able to be straight. It's $100 million. But if I need anything while I'm either on the run, even though he already been caught, but if he would have went on the run and he would have needed some money, he could have always hit her phone. Just like now, he could have somebody hit her phone for him because he probably can't call her directly because of the case. But you know what I'm saying? You know, people find ways around that shit.
In the following months, both women and a man would come forward with more deviant allegations. Homeland Security would strike, conducting early morning raids on Diddy's Los Angeles and Miami mansions. Following the raids, a video of Cassie being assaulted by Diddy would take the internet by storm as the lawsuit alleged.
Now, in that video, I don't know if y'all, well, I know basically everybody saw that video, but I'm thinking she had like a phone or something that had something on there, and Mo did not want her to leave with that phone. It could have been some damage and freak off shit on that phone. She was trying to get out the house with that joint, out the hotel. You see Mo came out that joint with the towel on. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you see a nigga run out with the towel on, it's a phone.
Diddy paid $50,000 at the time to make the video disappear. Howard University would revoke Diddy's honorary degree and terminate the scholarship program in his name, and the mayor of New York City.
Wow. It's crazy how they got all that shit for Diddy. They got all that shit for the nigga Kelly. You know, everybody feel how they feel about it. But it's other people that got these type of, you know what I'm saying, allegations and we can't get none of they shit unsealed. We can't see none of they videos, none of they court evidence. What's really going on?
City would also request the key to the city be returned. It would appear Diddy knew what was coming as he traveled back to New York City, checking into a hotel on September 5th in anticipation of the indictment. Just 30 minutes before the feds took him into custody, Diddy could be seen laughing and mingling with fans in Central Park. At one point, he'd even meet with his lawyer on a park bench. It would appear Diddy was taking it all in. Pause.
No Diddy. No Diddy. But yeah, when they showed him hop out the car in the hood, I'm like, damn, Diddy in the hood. And then they showed him sit in the park amongst the, the regular people, amongst other people, just enjoying life. You know what I'm saying? I said to myself, I said, damn, he act like he about to go away or something.
As he knew this may be the last time he sees the city he ran for the last 30 years. The unsealed indictment would reveal Diddy has been hit with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, and transportation to engage in prostitution. The feds would allege that for decades, Diddy abused, threatened, and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation.
I'm saying, right? I heard one dude say he got groped, or like, you know what I'm saying? He got pressed up on in New York and in Miami. So when it happened the first time, why you ain't go to the police? How you wind up in Miami letting it happen the second time, or however the shit may be? So was he really forcing these people, coercing them, or were they really just around to live the lifestyle and dealing with that shit just to live a certain lifestyle? And if so, does that make him wrong?
And conceal his conduct. To do so, Diddy relied on his employees, resources, and influence of the business empire he controlled, creating a criminal enterprise that engaged in or attempted to engage in sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. In other words, Diddy used his power to get his freak on. Diddy engaged in a persistent and pervasive pattern of abuse toward women and other individuals. This abuse was at times verbal, emotional, physical, and sexual. As part of this abuse, Diddy manipulated women to participate in highly orchestrated, freaky activity.
And then you don't even have to manipulate today's generation. You don't have to manipulate. They drug themselves. They taking perks. They taking Molly. They doing all type of shit. They coming to you already ready. Like, you don't, how they gonna make that stick? You know what I'm saying? I'm confused, right?
With male sex workers. At times, Diddy or those working for him would fly out women and sex workers to his location. He'd make sure they were willing to participate by supplying them drugs, controlling their careers, using financial support, and threatening to cut them off financially while using intimidation and lastly, violence. Physical abuse by Diddy was recurrent and widely known. Since 2009, he'd assault women by striking, punching, dragging, kicking, and throwing things.
Got the diddler out here looking like motherfucking sounding like Macho Man Randy Savage. I ain't never know Mr. Take that was out here just yeah, like a caveman. He just smacking bitches over the head, dragging them back to the room and shit, huh?
These assaults were at times witnessed by other people, including in 2016 when he kicked, dragged, and threw a vase at Cassie before trying to bribe the hotel workers to remain silent. Diddy would even use his employees to carry out, facilitate, and cover up his abuse and freak nasty behavior.
Everybody keeps saying, oh, he paid to get the video, he paid them to be quiet. So, does that mean that the federal prosecutors and the police about to go back to the people who he paid to be quiet and arrest them for taking money for basically, I get what that would be, like aiding and abetting or some type of shit, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the fuck it'll be. You think they gonna go back and mess with them about that?
Members of the Diddy enterprise were well involved in his dirty work and worked together to preserve, protect, promote, and enhance the power, reputation, and brand that is Sean Diddy Combs. See, Diddy's disciples wielded enough power and prestige to lure women into Diddy's orbit, often under the false pretense of a
time out. You see a nigga walking around a house in a bathrobe and some motherfucking Timberlands. Hey, look. Bathrobe with the Timberlands. What the fuck is going on?
romantic relationship. These women were then forced or coerced into engaging in acts with male sex workers and what Diddy referred to as freak-offs. These freak-offs were elaborate and produced performances that Diddy arranged and directed while electronically recording and pleasuring himself. Domestic and international flights would be provided, and these freak-offs would occur regularly.
So, is it illegal to be a freak now? I mean, I understand. I understand the upset of Mr. Kelly's situation, but in Mr. Combs' situation, I mean, other than the physical abuse, that I mean, nobody was like tied to the nigga. This seemed like it was all adults, you know. I don't really keep up with the Diddy shit, but I'm just saying, like, is it illegal to be like a freak ass nigga? No Diddy, no Diddy.
Regularly, sometimes lasting multiple days and involving multiple people. Diddy distributed
a freak off lasting multiple. Let me stop.
Variety of drugs to keep his victims obedient and compliant. Sometimes unbeknownst to the victims, Diddy kept videos he filmed of victims engaging in such acts with sex workers, and when the freak-offs were done, Diddy would provide IV fluids to recover from the physical exertion and drug use. Diddy's disciples would...
Time out. Alright. Now that's... Maybe it's because these niggas rich. That's one thing. But you got IVs in the house on fucking... Yeah, just run down in the kitchen, grab a Gatorade, and grab one of them IVs, come up here, plug up, we gonna recharge, get back at it in another 30 minutes. Damn, what the fuck?
Would often book hotel rooms, stocking them in advance with the required freak-off supply list. The list would include drugs, baby oil, lubricant, extra sheets, and lighting. During the raids of Diddy's mansions, law enforcement seized various freak-off supplies, including drugs, over 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
Imagine being a nigga getting sent to the store. Hey, how can we help you, sir? And how much baby oil y'all got this
Oil and lube. They'd also seize firearms and ammunition, including 3 AR-15s with defaced serial numbers, one of which had a drum magazine. The feds are using 16...
Diddy got ARs with drums. Take that head ass. Y'all better stop playing.
15 years worth of dirt to essentially bury Diddy inside of a federal prison, and in a desperate attempt, Diddy's defense team proposed to put him on home detention with a $50 million bond secured by his Miami mansion.
Damn, 50 million? I mean, don't they be doing like, so like if your bill $1 million, you gotta pay, no, if your bill 100,000, you gotta pay 10,000. So if this shit 50 million, would he gotta pay like 5 million? Or is they just taking the whole 50 million up front from him? I don't know. That's a hell of a... If they turned that down, that's crazy as fuck.
But the feds would give 15 pages of reasons why the judge shouldn't allow it.
Damn.
The letter would highlight much of what the indictment states, including one freak off in 2012, which Diddy had to pay $46,000 to cover the damages done to a New York penthouse.
Hold up. Mo. What kind of fucking is they doing? They did $50,000 worth of damage to the penthouse. They knocked the paint off the walls on that joint.
In 2011, Diddy and a conspirator kidnapped an individual at gunpoint to facilitate breaking
How you get kidnapped by Diddy? What the fuck?
into and entering the residence of someone else. 2 weeks later,
The diddler is kidnapping and forcing people to break into other people's residence. He is a new Gotham City cur to unlock. The diddler. Look at my guy with the fucking robe with the boots, bruh. Where is Mo? Mo is a Mo.
Later, Diddy's disciples set fire to that person's car by slicing open the convertible top and dropping a Molotov cocktail inside the interior. Since
He dropped the DeLeon cocktail and then burnt cut shit up.
2008, allegations of Diddy's violence against women has been reported in the public media, but more recently, there has been an outpouring of allegations dating back to the 90s. The weapons recovered inside of Diddy's home are also a federal concern. While 6 legal weapons were found stored in safes, 3 AR-15s were found with defaced serial numbers.
Diddy had that shit. And he got scopes on them bitches and everything. Had 10-round magazine loaded with 10 rounds, large caliber 223 ammunition, while the second AR-15 30-round magazine loaded with 19 rounds of 2. Diddy wasn't playing.
Numbers, making them very illegal. A drum magazine loaded with 59 rounds of 223 ammo.
After throwing these wild ass freakos, anybody want to pull up tender dicking about their girlfriend? Diddy was on that with him. On that car. Diddy wasn't even gonna play with your ass.
Was found in his Los Angeles mansion where high capacity magazines are very illegal. To make a long story short, the feds said Diddy's dangerous, has a shitload of money, and is definitely a flight risk.
Definitely
So the judge denied.
My boy already went and picked out the island where he was moving at. I remember they showed Mo, hey, Diddy's been charged with federal this, that, and third. The very next thing, Mo ass was on the island, take a picture, smiling. He already knew where he was moving at. So look, if they put a wham bam on us and tell us Diddy done Epstein this self in his cell and we don't never get to see for ourselves, guess what? We know he already done picked his island out.
Denied his bail. As of now, Diddy resides in a not-so-luxury concrete cell within MDC Brooklyn, a federal facility that holds over 1,700 inmates of all calibers and has been home to many big names from rappers like 6ix9ine to mob boss John Gotti. It can be expected that a ton of new information will keep coming out regarding this case, possibly more charges.
It's crazy. He shot a music video about the shit he been charged with. And listen, you see that black and white robe? If you know, you know. You see the covers black and white. You see the covers white, the shoes black. You see he got the black and white robe on. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? So we just gotta sit back and watch, you know.
And even more arrests. It's also likely that Diddy may have some information he's willing to share in order to secure his freedom. So while the industry has turned their backs on him, many may be sweating, knowing what they did in Diddy's darkness is about to come to light.
Word.
And as for Diddy, he's facing a minimum 15 years and up to life in federal prison.
Man, they still ain't said for what? Y'all locking a nigga up for paying for some cheeks? How many niggas out here paying for cheeks, man? Let's start there on some J Main shit.
Now, I think it's safe to say we all expected this would happen. We just didn't know when. The fact that he only has 3 counts is somewhat surprising. I thought it would have been more because all the allegations against him are so crazy and in depth. But racketeering is pretty much bundling up everything into one charge. At the end of the day, he has 3 charges. He's facing 15 years minimum up to life. And the way the feds work is you're either gonna tell on somebody or you're gonna get fucked.
Oh shit. Ain't no better place to end that motherfucker than right there. Listen, that's Diddy facing life in prison after the freakiest federal takedown of hip hop. That's 1090 Jake. Y'all go like and subscribe. I'm Big Ike. We already clouded. Y'all drop it in the comments what y'all think about this. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Catch me next time.